I know I'm lazy, but I don't care. I'm good for nothing, and I don't care. I may be dumb, but I ain't no jerk. It make no sense for me to work when Uncle Sam sends checks for free. So who's the dumb one, you or me? Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. My mom tells me I'm a loser. I don't care, 'cause she's a loser. I know I'm lazy, but I don't care. I'm good for nothing, I don't care. I may be dumb, but I ain't no jerk. Don't make no sense for me to work when Uncle Sam sends checks for free. So who's the dumb one, you or me?
hour stream. You're going to feel tired. Basically what's going on with me. What's going on, guys? Happy Sunday. It's football Sunday, so we're going to stream before everyone wants to watch the football games at 1 o'clock. What's going on, Skillful? Drunk Bear? Fahid? What's going on, man? I just had... want to know an underrated pizza slice, guys? It's the Caesar salad. The chicken Caesar salad pizza is super underrated. I had one of those. And also a cheese slice. It was pretty good. Bajorn, what's going on, bro? John, what's up, bro? Drunk Bear, he said, hurry up, I need to go run 5 miles. Dude, go run 5 miles right now. Just throw me on in the background. That's the way to go. Listen to me while you're doing something. That's always the way to go. What's going on, Marcel? Happy Sunday, bro. Rudy, what's up, bro? Clint said more magnet talk at noon. Oh, Clint, we got all the magnets coming on, man. Should I bring out a magnet for Tesla? You like my magnet. Last time I did a magnet for Tesla, it did go down, but it didn't go down as low as I thought it was. MVK, what's up? What's going on, bro? Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Another boring weekend. Holy shit. Like, you just check out during the weekends, man. We've said this like a million times. The weekends are just miserable as far as price action. Bitcoin, you can see it didn't do anything all weekend. It kind of just... it's getting worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse. This weekend, Bitcoin was between 26,600 and 26,500. I think during the whole weekend, we were in a $100 range. That's where we came to. $100 range for 2 days. That is absolutely brutal. So you guys can see nothing's going on this weekend. I still think Bitcoin's going to squeeze a little bit higher here. The fact that we kind of double tested this, but we didn't see it just instantly go down. I think Bitcoin's got another push up still, as we're kind of just holding here below 27K. I think one more little squeeze makes some sense. As you know, you're going to get a lot of shorts built up, and I think we go a little bit higher. From there, that's the question that we got here. And we'll talk about that a little bit today. What's going on, John? Wait, no, Jordan is a New York Jets fan. No, Pats fan, man. Not a Jets fan. The Jets, they lost Aaron Rodgers already, bro. Man, the Jets quarterback curse. Whenever the Jets get a veteran quarterback, it never works out for them. It never works out for them, bro. The Jets are the most cursed. They might be the most cursed franchise at this point, man. The Jets, they cannot find a quarterback to save their freaking lives. Back to Zach Wilson. Watch Zach Wilson be a stud now. All of a sudden. What's going on, John? Being a New York sports fan in general equals pain? You had a few Giants Super Bowls, man. That was kind of a long time ago at this point, but you had a few Giants Super Bowls. But they won anyways? They did. What's going on, Mike? Trying to disrupt my fantasy prep again. Bro, just put your fantasy prep. Mike, I'm playing you this week. You started out very well. I think I'm effed. You already got 2 25-point scorers, bro. I think I am literally effed, man. What's going on, Psycho Pro? What's up, bro? No, I just started 4 minutes ago, man. You're good. Anyways, I think short-term, Bitcoin still got a little squeeze up. You guys can see that we did not get that insta-push down. And when price gets walked up like this, right, if you are going to dump it, if it's going to be a fast dump, just because you got a lot of longs building up in here. But the fact that we're just kind of holding here right below the 200 EMA makes me think that we're going to spike up again. So I'm still looking for that 27.2, over the course of time here. Does it happen today, tomorrow? I think over the next few days we'll see kind of a spike up to 27.2. Either way, I'm still under the circumstance that we're going to see ultimately Bitcoin get rejected and make another lower high. That's my opinion. Take it for what it is. But ultimately, we're below the bull market support band. As long as we stay below that, still with a bearish bias to the downside. If we get back above it, cool. We party like the USA. We pop the champagnes, but still with a bearish bias to the downside. Still keeping a pretty big cash position on the sidelines in case we do see a bigger drop, which I think that we're going to see one within the next 6 months. And I think a lot of it is going to have to do with the stock market. I think the stock market's close to being topped out. And I think that's going to pull back. And I think Bitcoin, unfortunately, will get pulled back with it. Because that's what always happens. Squid, 86 Giants was my team. Dude, the 86 Giants. We're not going to go back and back that long and talk about it, man. Big Worm said Gary Gensler going to be a fish alien for Halloween. A fish alien? Bro, have you seen Gary Gensler? He already is Halloween costume. This is what he looks like. The dude literally looks like he's dead. Does anyone like ever look at Gary Gensler and just think he's dead? Like he looks dead. You know what I mean? This does him a disservice. Like even this guy is more handsome than Gary Gensler. He is one of the ugliest bastards I've ever seen in my life. And it's none to wonder why he wants the power control. Because man, he is an ugly freaking bastard. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Maybe he's the smartest guy in the world, but holy shit. What's going on? Clint said 2023 Browns was my team. 2023 Browns. All right. So, anyways, Bitcoin below the bull market support band. I think it's going to make it at a lower high, right? And ultimately, we're going to see lower prices by the end of the year. And I think we ultimately going to test this trend line at the very, very least. And in my opinion, where we kind of end up is around 21K eventually. Like I said, it's probably not going to be tomorrow. It's going to be over the next 6 months. I think it's going to be a long, grueling process. But I think we fill that gap down 20 to 21K. And the reason why, right, and we've talked about this a few times, is Bitcoin follows the stock markets, right? And unfortunately, which has been a fantastic year for stocks, at the lows, we were saying we think we're going to bounce the whole year. We've been bullish on the stock market. And we just continue to rip up as the bears are saying, it's topped every single week. I'm getting the vibe now, for the first time, well, not for the first time, for the past few weeks actually, that the S&P is close to a top. If not, it's already at the top. Why? Because look at the level that it's at versus the money supply, right? And typically this is where we see a reversal over the course of history. Maybe this time's different. Of course, this time is different. I would prefer this time is different because that would mean we're going to the moon because we're breaking a key resistance that we haven't been able to break in the last 20 years. But 2001, obviously, we know what happened there. 2007, we know what happened there. 2020, we know what happened there. 2021, we know what happened there, which is because that was just last year. And here we are, right? S&P versus the money supply back at that level again. Okay, now we can try to fade this and say this time's going to be different. And I've done that before, and I've been a perma bull and said this time's going to be different. But we are back at a level where you have to be cautious. Why are we talking about this so much? Because if this drops, Bitcoin's going down too. As much as we want to be perma bulls and saying that Bitcoin's going to pump without the stock market going up, it's just not going to happen, right? So more of why I'm bearish on Bitcoin is more macro-ish. I think a lot of the things that we were worried about at the beginning of this year, when the market was at the bottom, I think those things, now everyone's flipping like bull and oh my God, we're going to get a soft landing. Now I'm getting the opposite vibe, right? Where everyone was calling for a horrible 2023 and a bullish 2024. I'm actually kind of feeling the opposite vibe here, as you have this at a major resistance level. So I'm looking for this to pull back. You guys can see it's right there. And that's why I'm kind of bearish on Bitcoin. Doesn't mean in the short term. In short term, we can get a squeeze up. Short term, right? But overall, the big picture, I'm looking for down on S&P and the NASDAQ, which ultimately will bring the Bitcoin down. Let's see. He looks like the alien bodies. True, man. True. And the same thing's on the NASDAQ, right? I'm going to get the boring talk out of the way, guys. And the same thing on the NASDAQ. Right? Key level on the NASDAQ here, right? We broke up. We had a nice impulse back up. We had obviously the 2022 bear market. We came back up, nice rally. Everyone was super bearish down here. This was the time to be bullish, right? We rode it up. Now everyone's bullish, right? We basically did the same thing, right? We came back up. We got rejected. We got rejected at this level again. And, we can zoom in too on the daily. And we see a little bit of a rising wedge on the daily, which I think is going to kick off some of the bearish price action. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I'm definitely leaning more bearish on markets over the course of the next 6 months than bullish on the markets over the course of the 6 months. But this is why we have cash on the sidelines. And these type of things lead to some of the best buying opportunities in the most bullish markets after they're finished, right? So look at it as an opportunity. Don't get too down on yourself. If you're feeling bearish, it's easy to, right? But look at it as opportunities, and this point was a huge opportunity, right? This point was a huge opportunity. This point was a huge opportunity, right? And that's the way you have to look at it right now too, right? Let's see. Really appreciate it. What's going on, BitMac? Good morning. What's going on, Wayne? Good to see you, bro. If Congress bans themselves from owning stocks, run for the hills. Oh yeah, I've heard that on a few different channels, man. Yeah, but that's true. If Congress comes out and says you can't own stocks, right, or we can't own stocks, you think they would really do that when the market was bullish? Please. They would do that at the exact top. They give themselves enough time to distribute on the plebs, right? They sell out their stocks, and then they ban themselves from owning stocks into a bear market. And then you already know what's going to happen. I've heard this on a few different channels, which I completely agree with. Then market tanks, right? And then at the lows, they let them own stocks again because we need all the money in the economy we can get. Rinse and repeat, right? Can't make this shit up. But yeah, I agree. I think that's one of the things, like, if that happens, it's gone. It's gone. Psycho Pearl said shorting Bitcoin all the way down to that CME gap at 9K. It's going to zero. Psycho Pearl, I don't think it's going to 9K, but I am bearish at the moment for sure. We'll see. Things could change, right? I mean, I might not be calling for Bitcoin at 9K, but here's the thing. If Bitcoin starts rolling down and stocks are still rolling over, right? It'll get interesting. It'll definitely get interesting, man. Anyways, besides that, guys, there's not a lot of crazy shit happening in the market, man. News, pointless, right? Once again, guys, all the bullish news has just gotten sold off. News is literally pointless to listen to. What I'm waiting for is bad news. Bad news will probably mark a low. We haven't had any bad news in a while. I think we're due for some bad news. I don't know. I feel like we're due for some bad news. Let's see. He looks like those alien bodies they just found. Facts. He is one ugly freaking bastard, man. You know what I mean? He's not as cute as me when I was a kid. You know, look at me. Daddy, can I get the new Madden? What do you mean? What do you mean I can't get the new Madden? What the hell, man? Dad, I want the new Madden. That was me as a kid. I always wanted the new Madden. Back when Madden used to be good. Now Madden's trash. Now Madden is literally probably the worst sports game. They literally, it's worse than it was 20 years ago. Tell me how, with all the new technology, that sports games have gotten worse over time. Doesn't make any sense to me. 9K is bearish hopium. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it. As we go lower, I'm looking to stack more Bitcoin and Ethereum. Altcoin market, I'm going to be patient on the altcoin market, right? A lot of the altcoins I was holding before, I sort of cut because, to be honest, I have to remind myself of this times. In this past cycles, right, we all want to call for altcoin season every 2 seconds. And I think calling for altcoin season every 2 weeks, right, when you see 2 weeks of down, you get a green candle, it's altcoin season, then you go lower. Oh, it's altcoin season, and lower, right? And I think, like, this was altcoin season, right? This was altcoin season. Oh, come on, man. Let me draw. This was altcoin season. This was altcoin season. This was altcoin season. This is altcoin season. I think it's important to remind ourselves that when do altcoins go nuts, right? You guys know this in the chat, and we like to ignore it sometimes because we want our bags to pump. Let's be real. But when do altcoins usually go nuts, okay? In the last 2 cycles. You guys know the answer, right? But we ignore this because we want it to happen today, even though we know deep down inside they ain't going to the moon today. especially as we ain't printing money at the moment in the economy, right? When do altcoins typically go to the moon? We know this when Bitcoin gets to all-time highs, right? We know this already. It's happened in the last 2 cycles, but we always want this time to be different. So that's why, I mean, the altcoin market, and I've put in so many magnets at low levels that, it helps me be patient. Let's see. It helps me be patient. Like, there's a few of them here. Oh shit. Hold on. Like OP's one that I want to have a massive bag of by the time that happens, right? I think OP, and I love OP. I think OP, right? And I think this sums it up perfectly. I think OP has significantly lower to go. I think it has a bear flag right now. We're just back testing that. But I think these altcoins got lower to go, man. I do. I think they're going to continue to just bleed out over time. It is what it is. And it shows that on the charts, right? OP, I love this. I want to stack this shit when it gets down here. I'm super bullish on this when the time is right. Matic, right? Everyone's favorite L2, right? Does this look like it wants the bottom right here? I don't think so, right? I think this is going to come and test the lows down here. And I've said this multiple times, and honestly, I'm sick of talking about it because it's kind of like, I know you guys want the market to go up, so I don't like talking about this type of shit. But I think it's important to be realistic too. And I think the best part about this is, okay, you're accumulating down here. I think at the end of the day, when the market goes back up, you're not really going to care, right, if you bought Matic at 50 cents or 30 cents. But in the moment, this is why I think it's important to keep some cash on the sidelines. Because I do think that we see some of these prices, which sound ridiculous right now, but, we test these lows on Matic, right? We go to like Aptos, which I also want to scoop up some Aptos. I think Aptos we'll see down here. Does this look like it wants to bottom out right here? I don't think so. I think it's going to see these lows down here, right? And it's about patience. It's about patience, man, because you're going to get the little green candles. It's going to be alt season, right? On Crypto Banter, you'll see altcoin season is imminent, right? And then the next week it'll be lower, right? And that's how it's been the whole year. So it's about patience, man. Patience. All right. About 50% of my portfolio are alts. Hey, man, if you got the patience to wait it out until next year, I think you'll be fine. You just gotta you have to have the patience. You're better off just like not looking at your portfolio. You know what I mean? You better just don't look at it, man. Just don't look at it, bro. Let's see. 10-day stock RSI says we're going down below 10K. Cycle Pearl, I know you got all the indicators, bro. Okay? I know you get all those indicators. Anyways, enough doom and gloom talk. You guys probably get my doom and gloom talk. Let's talk about some good shit. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, man. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. We're here hanging out. Proud Gunner said the mods don't take risks. They don't take risks, man. Clint's over here laughing. Clint! Man. Who are the Patriots playing this week? The Pats are playing the, shit. Who are they playing? Who are they playing this week? Not like that anyone cares, really. Who are they playing this week? They're playing the Dolphins. We're about to be 0-2. The Pats are about to start out 0-2. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start talking about aliens. I don't want to start talking about aliens, man. Because I've already had my rant multiple times about the aliens. I was a believer in the aliens, but now that everyone's making up stories now, it makes me not believe in them. It's like the boy who cried wolf. The boy who cried wolf, right? Everyone believed him until they realized every time he cries, there's not actually a wolf. So what's going to happen one day is there's actually going to be an alien. There's actually going to be an alien invasion, and no one's going to believe it because there's been so much made up stories. And then we're screwed, right? That's pretty much what's going to happen. Pat's going to go get boat raced by the Finns. Oh, yeah, I probably agree. I think the Dolphins are really freaking good, man. Griff said, Jordan, just want to say thanks for streaming all the time. Makes my day watching you. Thank you, Griff. Thanks for coming out and hanging out, man. I appreciate you watching during the bear market. And yeah, I try my best, man. I try my best. Like I said, it's not I'm a human too, right? So I have the same emotions as you guys. It's not the most exciting thing to hop on and talk about charts right now, and I think you guys know that. And thank you guys for being understanding. Like, it's hard for me to get on and be super enthusiastic and go, yeah, guys, let's talk about some charts today. Yeah. When all the charts look the same, it's just it's like a slow red candle is just slowly coming down. It just makes it so it's not enthusiastic to talk about anything right now, right? Even Bitcoins. Usually Bitcoin's got some price action, but it's really been nothing for 6 months. So I appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out, right? That's really that. One day there will be a time where it'll be fun talking about the markets for 3 hours again, right? Where like it'll be worth it to do some TA on multiple coins, right? Right now it's just not. I could lie to you and say, okay, it's super important to be looking at, Polkadot and AVAX and Solana right now. It's just not. It's just not. There is just a slow bleed to the downside. And that's really all you can do. John M said, do what everyone else does. Do a hyper bullish video one day and hyper bearish video the next. I could do that, but all right, I'm going to tell you my thoughts, and you guys might not like it sometimes. You guys might like it sometimes. Thing about me, though, is I'm wrong a lot, so I'm bearish right now, so let's hope I'm wrong again, right? Drew said, Jordan, the Mexican government just showed some aliens. Of course they did. They want some tourists, man. They know what's coming in the next few years, which is the Great Reset. They want tourists in the meantime. Oh, man. What's going on, Crypto Chris? Link said, half the crypto influencers I followed in 2021 quit. I will not quit, okay? I may not be the most enthusiastic that I have ever been, but I will not quit, okay? I will be live every day that I can, okay? Might be different times, but I will be live every day that I can. I am not a quitter. And we will get out of this because listen, I've been in the market in times like this before. You guys think right now is bad. Right now is bad. Right now is pretty bad. I think crypto Twitter, I don't know if you guys been on crypto Twitter, it's toxic as shit. And this is how you know that we're going through that depression phase. Basically that slow bleed down. But it was like this in 2019 too. I don't know if a lot of you guys were in the market here, but during this time period right here, where Bitcoin had this relief rally, this got everyone excited. So like this was obviously like, this was a horrible bear market. When Bitcoin went from 20K down to 3K, that was horrible, right? But then everyone got super excited because Bitcoin bounced from 3K all the way back to 14K. Everyone's like, the bull market's back. That was it, right? We're going back to the moon. But then what happens when everyone gets excited again? You go through this, which is like 6 months of a slow bleed to the downside. And this is like the depression phase when you realize, okay, this rally wasn't what we thought it was. Now we're just going to slow bleed back to the downside. And during this time, right, this looks bad for Bitcoin. During this time right here, altcoins actually made new lows, right? A lot of altcoins went down and all made fresh new lows lower than this low. Doesn't look that bad on the Bitcoin chart, but when you look at the altcoin charts, they got blasted during this time, right? And that's what we're going through right now. Bitcoin's getting a pullback, right? It's down from 31 to 26. Not the biggest deal, but a lot of the altcoins in that time have made fresh new lows, right? So we're doing the same thing we did in 2019. It's not any different. The one thing I'm worried about though is we kind of had a little rally up here, and I'm kind of worried that we're doing this right now. We kind of had a little rally back up, and just when you thought things couldn't get worse, you had the COVID crash. And during that time, oh my God, you think right now is bad? Bro, altcoins that were already at the bottom dumped another 60% in like one day. You think that was bad? You think now is bad? That was bad, man. That was bad. Imagine like tomorrow, guys. All altcoins are all pretty much all of them are at the lows, right? There's a few select that have done well. Imagine tomorrow, all your altcoins dump 60% in one day, right? That's kind of what happened in 2020. And that's what I'm kind of worried about right now is another thing like that happening. But I'll say this again. That brings opportunity. That we needed that to get the bull market, right? Without this, we probably wouldn't have done this. I know everyone thinks it would have happened anyways. I doubt it. To get this, we needed COVID to happen, right? So that's why right now, stocks are looking a little toppy. If they get a pullback like they did in March of 2020, I think we could see another thing like this. But that brings opportunity, right? So like, yeah, right now the market's talks like a shit, but it can get worse. When you think it can't get worse, it can get worse. It's brutal right now. No one's even posting charts anymore on crypto Twitter. It's just people calling each other scammers and shillers, and I can't remember the last time I saw like 3 charts in a row. I used to always see that. Now it's like maybe one chart, one person calling someone out, another person talking about what food they ate today. You know, that's how it is. That's how it is right now, man. Let's see. Do y'all think this next bull market going to be a subdued one with smaller gains? I do. Verhoofdy. I think it depends how we get there. It depends how we get there, I think. If here's the thing. If something really bad happens, which we don't know, right? But if something does really, really bad happens, maybe we get a bigger recession than people think. I think it's all going to depend on how much money the government starts printing. If they start printing like they did back in 2020, we're going to have another massive run. But if we just kind of slowly grind up like this, I've told you, I don't think Bitcoin's going as high as people think it is. And this does not me sounding like a bear, right? I'm actually bullish on Bitcoin, but I don't see it going to 250, 300K. You know what I mean? I just don't see it. My prediction's always been about 80,000. And we'll see. We'll see from there. But maybe me being tempered this time means it actually goes to 300K, which that'd be fine too. Who knows? What's going on, OG? Good to see you, man. YJT, you think it's going to be bigger? It could be bigger too. It depends on a lot of things. We don't really know yet, you know? Like in 2019, we had no idea COVID was happening. If you predicted a 80% crash in 2019, you were Nostradamus. You know what I mean? Like, so you never know. In a month, we could have an 80% crash. You never know. You know what I mean? So all you can really do is just look at the cycles and say, okay, is there a possibility that we can get a dump? Yes. Have we seen a move up in 2024? Typically, yes. That's why I'm bullish next year. For the rest of this year, I don't know. Who knows? But that's all you can really say. Who knows, Woods and Waters? Exactly. Who knows, man? Inflation will make the higher highs worth less than now. Oh my God. Let's see. Printing more money from now on will create high inflation. They don't want that at the current moment. They're not going to print money right now. They need something. We need something to break. We need something to break or something to happen. Excuse me. Ice Sniper said, I think 19 to 2020 was a once in a lifetime opportunity and everyone is hoping for it to happen again, throwing money in, but in my opinion, it's over. Too late now. Could be right too. I mean, listen, like I've told you guys this. Everyone kind of thinks I'm a perma bull. I'm not, man. I'm not a perma bull. I'm bullish for like another few years, but I said this, like, I think the U.S. is a giant Ponzi scheme. Like our economy is a giant Ponzi scheme from money printing over the course of time. I think the housing market's unsustainable. I think a lot of things are unsustainable in this country. And I think that bubble is going to burst. We pretty much have a debt bubble right now. People in the biggest debt they've ever been. I think it's unsustainable, man. You know, so eventually I think we do see a bigger market correction that'll throw everyone off. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, man. Not yet, though. Not yet. Not yet. Everyone is like Kramer. True, true, true. US equals Ponzi. It always has been. It's over. Anyone else agree? Does anyone else agree with me? Anyone else agree that the U.S. economy is a Ponzi scheme and the bubble will burst? The bubble will burst at some point, man. Jordan, next bad news is government shutdown. Oh, Lord. I think that was supposed to happen, what, October 2nd is the government shutdown date or some shit like that? Who knows? Psycho Pearl said Jordan low-key getting sloppy toppy under the table. No, not today, not today. Not today, but maybe another day. You know, today we're just doing a couple of these. Because I had some pizza before the stream, man. Oh, man. You think the U.S. is bad? It's worse in Canada. Oh, yeah, it's worse in Canada. It's worse in Canada, man. Bubble bursts and it just starts over. True, man. It does. But dude, it's been and listen, I like I said, I don't like being like this like guy who's like, oh my god, look at this. But I think I don't know, man. Let's see. Let me go to like this chart here. I know we're talking about weird shit today, guys. I apologize. Like when I look at this chart, this is the SPX. Let's go to the monthly. It's hard to. You shouldn't really be a perma bear. You know what I mean? If you're a perma bear, you get wrecked over time. But like when it's hard to know. Like you don't really know. But I think at some point we're due for like one of these bigger moves, like one of these, or one of these, or one of these. I don't know. I feel like we're getting towards that time period. I don't think it's there yet, though. I think we got one more push. But yeah, trying to predict one of these is dumb. I'm trying to see how long was this in between. Hold on. 523 months. And then this was. I guess we can go to here. 329. I'm just being weird, man. 257. Okay. I was trying to see if there was a time correlation, man. But who knows? I thought I had a beautiful entry for a long on Link. The chart always proves here. Chainlink? Yeah, we can look at Chainlink, man. Chainlink. Chainlink is a stable coin. I think Link Marine said that in the chat today. Link is a stable coin. Link is a stable coin. Will it ever break out of this range? Probably not. It's probably going to stay in this range forever. All right? So if you want to be safe in crypto, just buy Chainlink. You're just going to go up and down like this forever. I have my magnet right here in Chainlink, $4. $4. But that would be if Bitcoin had a bigger correction. But $4. Retest these highs over here. But yeah, Chainlink's a stable coin, man. It's legit a stable coin. But it's the same thing with a lot of things. Link, pink, and the slink. BTC back 30K next week? It could be, man. But my question to you is, if Bitcoin's back to 30K next week, do you consider that it making a lower high? Or do you consider that it's going higher, right? I think Bitcoin could push up higher here too. I think Bitcoin could definitely make a push higher. But my question is that just going to be a lower high before we continue lower, or are we actually going to start pushing up? I have a hard time seeing Bitcoin pushing up without like a banking crisis or without the stock markets continuing up, you know? But we'll see. Ice Sniper said, honest opinion, Jordan, if Bitcoin went sub 10K, how bad do you think alts would get hit? Alts would dump another 90%. That's not even a question, Nice Sniper. If Bitcoin went to 10K, alts would dump another 90% at least, if not more. Because at that point, I think everyone would just think crypto's dead. And you know, Bitcoin is, if Bitcoin went to 10K, that it would just all, I feel like that would just be doom city. You think it's bad right now? Bro, I think alts would get absolutely destroyed if that was the case. But like I said, I don't think Bitcoin's going to 10K. I believe the bottom is in, but we could see a retest of the low, for sure. I don't think it's going to 10K though. I think that's being a little bit too much of a bear. You know. Excuse me, man. Oh Lord, man, come on, Bitcoin. I was hoping for a little bit of a Sunday move for Bitcoin, but it isn't. Hasn't seemed like it wants to do that for us this Sunday, man. At least yet. It could be the weekly close that does it for us. Looks like we're testing that. We've done it a few times this weekend. This 200 EMA on the 15-minute. Jordan had dinner with a bear last night. Oh Lord. I already had my Sunday move. Me too, Wayne. I already had 2 Sunday moves this week. 2 Sunday moves. Right when I woke up, and then another one shortly after. Let's see. Bet a sock we won't hit 10K. No, I won't bet on it, Crypto Anonymous. I won't bet on that, man, because I'll say this. Do I think Bitcoin's going to 10K? No. Do I think it's possible? Yes. I think it's possible. I don't think we're going to go to 10K, but I think it's possible. I will not make a bet. I will not make that bet. But I think it's naive to think it's not possible. I think it's very naive, because I think if you believe in this chart and you look at the times that the S&P has been at this level and the corrections that it's had from this level, if you think that the S&P is going to do this again, right? Like it has once, twice, 3 times, 4 times from this resistance level, that a move like this would probably get Bitcoin at 10K. You know what I mean? Like if S&P tests the lows again, which we'll see, right? It may not. It's been making higher lows, right? Higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It might just come down to like maybe here or here. But if it comes back down to here, you best bet Bitcoin, it's possible. I think it's naive to say that's not possible, you know? If you won't bet a sock on it, then you don't believe what you're saying. Oh, I'm saying I don't know, Wayne. I'm saying I have no idea. I don't want to eat another sock. I'm cool with not eating another sock, bro. Todd would bet what time frame? 10K, we'll say this. We have 1 year. 1 year. 1 year, 10K. You guys can take that bet. I ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to put in the chat and say, I will make a video of myself eating a sock if Bitcoin hits 10K within a year. I will bet my socks we are not going to 10K ever. Wayne, you want to make this bet? All right, Wayne, if we hit 10K ever, okay, it doesn't matter when, that means you have to put a sock in your mouth and send me a video of a sock in your mouth. You have to show me your whole face, but a sock in your mouth. If we do it, you got to send me that video with the sock in your mouth, bro. Bass said he used to... No, I'm moving my legs so it sounds like I'm waking off. It sounds like I'm waking off, dude. But yeah, I am definitely doing something under here, man. A lot of you guys have been saying that today. Is Jordan getting head under the table, or is he waking off? Can't be ever, because you risk nothing. Do the year thing and tell me what did I get if I'm right. Oh Lord. We're not gonna do what we used to do because I got last time I did this, I got banned. Remember when Bob was jerking off in the bathroom? Yeah, we got banned for that. We got banned for that. How can you not say the whole face? That takes away from the embarrassment. Oh, Lord. What are Jordan's teenage socks? Bro, you gotta use that. Everyone as a teenager use the socks. Like, let's be real. All right. If you're at work, this is not workplace safe conversation. Okay? So mute it now. But of course, when you were younger, right, and you didn't have any toilet paper, you grabbed a sock, right? And you had to hide those socks. So, you know, sometimes you throw them, you throw them in the backwoods, you know, so your mom couldn't find them. And there we go. You know, you're good to go. You're good to go. Maybe one day someone found all those socks. I feel bad for someone who found all those socks one day. Even the plants. I feel bad for the plants. I think Jordan got that. Maybe. What? Oh, I don't want. Thank you, though. Jordan's nickname in college was Tube Sock. Oh, man. Digi said, just got here. What are you talking about? You don't want to know, Digi. You don't want to know. This went down a deep, dirty path. This is what we talk about during these markets, man. We go down a deep, dirty path. Rico would just eat it. I just got back from church. What are we talking about? Bath, you didn't get back from church. You're probably sitting on your couch or sitting on your desk, high as shit, up 100% on some altcoin long. Like the only altcoin that's green today. That's probably what Bath's doing right now. Oh, Lord. All right, guys. It's been a fun Sunday. It's been a really fun Sunday. Other than that, I'm going to head out. Market looks the same as it did on Friday. It's probably going to look the same tomorrow as it does today. But we'll see. Short term, I think Bitcoin still squeezes up. As it hasn't really reacted to these resistance levels yet. I'm looking for higher. And from there, you know, obviously we'll see. But I do end up thinking that we're going to make a lower high on this move to the upside. So I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. As always, stay easy. Stay blessed. Make sure you got some cash on the sidelines. You're not all in to buy any type of further capitulazione. Right? Later. Peace. Enjoy football Sunday if you watch it. If you don't, enjoy church. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.